Sure, Peter Pay. Yeah, I got you. I'll stop stroking my beard.
Reasons why I do not have a cam.
Yeah. But do you have a beard?
No. I just shave.
Uh,
Sorry to disappoint you. I mean, damn, all the extra viewers I could get if I had a beard. Should have
I know,
reconsidered.
right? I know, right? Yeah, you should. So this time, let's take a look at the map right away. That's better for Gmans this time, and for Spear as well. He's got the sheep now. So good.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to. It's still a little bit. The left flank is still a little bit open for Spear here, but his wall is. His map is generally seen wallable. It's okay. It isn't insane. It isn't BF level, but it's doable. We see for G-Man, it's actually kind of open as well. So
Yeah,
I
right
think this
side.
opens some potential for Spear to actually go aggressive. Two sheep in the middle of the map. Who are? I think. Wait, where are they? Am I completely missing them? Oh, there they are. I think.
Yeah,
I believe.
6 sheep or 8 sheep. Is it a standard map?
It's 8 sheep for both players, if I'm not mistaken. I believe these sheep will be G-Mans.
Spear's got 2 more sheep in the back next to the deer.
Yeah, indeed. I think these sheep should be G-Man's sheep.
Yeah, he's still got 2 at the boar.
G-Man is laming a boar from Spear here, and he's doing a rather good job.
Yeah. Okay. Nice call there.
Kind of curious whether Spear actually noticed this and is going to maybe try and lame one as well. He needs to be careful not to let the ball run back though. He is in time, obviously has a loom, doesn't need to worry too much. Yeah, so G-Man is a ball up, and that is obviously a huge advantage.
Yes, it is. And Spear didn't scout his own board yet.
But yeah, Sci-Fi is pointing out he did have some idle time on the TC because he was busy luring in the ball, and he probably was. Oh, he wasn't housed because he dropped 2 immediately. He probably just idled his TC a little bit too much.
He's two villages behind already.
A little bit sloppy, and Spear's now trying to push in there to try and compensate for the loss of the ball. I'm kind of surprised he figured it out this quickly.
Yeah, do you think so?
He probably saw the ball moving away because he does have kind of nice scouting around where the ball was. So I wouldn't be surprised if he saw the lane going on though. But then I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't try and go for the counter lane, but maybe it's a bit of lack of confidence in this scenario.
Yeah, Derp is pointing out that stealing boar is not as good with water, and also that if you push the deer, then you might still be ahead, and it's now 1 villager different. Oh no, it's still 2 villagers difference. So
yeah, it's kind of logical. Like if you have water, obviously you're going to have additional food eco, so the loss of food isn't as important as you're going to move more to wood anyway. But the main difference I kind of want to point out right now is that G-Man actually went for the mill.
Yes.
He has spawn, so I kind of thought he was going for a weird water build maybe, but maybe he's going for a Drush FC without water, but Spear is on water, and
G-Man could end up with enough woods, but for now, no, he's not gonna Drush anymore. I think it's already a bit late. So yeah, nice, even a little bit more of an advantage there for Spear.
Yeah, so even though he's lacking the ball, I suppose the additional food on the water is going to be kind of a savior for him right now.
Well, G-Mans is still getting barracks up, so might he be going for? Nah, it will be so late. I don't think he should be going with the Drush, but.
You could at this population, to be honest. It's a little bit on the late side, but it is doable, and maybe if you can at least stop the walls from coming up on this map, it's something interesting to consider.
Yeah.
Probably messed up his build order a little bit with getting the ball in. He's a bit late on everything. I don't know. You're kind of right. The Drush is very late at this stage. Not really population-wise, but also considering that G-Man idled his TC for quite some time.
Yeah, you might consider going Man-at-Arms, although that would delay his castle time quite some time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Spear up to feudal age, and that indicates that indeed, yeah, the Drush is really late.
Yeah, usually if you see Men-at-Arms, you will see actually the feudal age being clicked first, and then they will be actually queuing militias.
Yeah, so that...
So I don't think that's really anything we're going to see right now. I'm kind of curious what Spear is going to do, though, because he's 22 vils up. I think he might be going for scouts here. With the additional fishing ships, he has an okay food eco. Doesn't really have any farms, but he does have 4 fishing ships. I guess scouts is an option. I'm not sure. Yeah, he does have quite a bit of food banked up right now, so he should be able to do it. And he still has the potential to move to berries from there on if he needs additional food, rather than going straight to farms.
Yeah. Although now with the Drush coming in, scouts are... Well, I experienced that myself. Scouts aren't really that effective versus a Drush. So if he sees that one coming, you might still consider getting archers out, I think. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Scouts really don't work versus a Drush.
You could consider it. I mean, the scout is a little bit stronger than the militia, so it isn't really the most effective way to fight in such a scenario. But what you can do is, if you're a little bit confident in your field fighting skills, you can just go scouts and use them aggressive, and just hope that a Drush isn't going to deal too much damage. And that's kind of a consideration you have to make by yourself. Like, can I fight this Drush off? Is my map very awkward, or can I actually go aggressive from this point on and try and delay my enemy's castle time by quite a bit?
Well, I gotta point out though, Aquino, I'm talking only out of experience and not out of knowledge. So yeah, don't take everything I say so seriously. Not everything anyway.
But to be honest,
yeah.
If we see Spear going aggressive with the scouts right now, he might be able to deny Gmanstreams his gold, and like that, he can delay his castle time by an awful lot.
Oh.
And then, even though his uptime won't be great, oh wow,
yeah, Gman's kind of screwed up. Yeah, screwed up the Drush there, walking into the TC. Now, yeah, losing his militia. And
yeah, the complete rush going down. And
yeah, and now Spear's got 2 scouts left. He could go right away, or mess up, or like get one more scout and go then.
Yeah, he's adding more scouts right now, and I kind of want to see him going aggressive. But obviously, G-Man is feudal age right now. He could consider getting a spear or 2 out to try and defend against the scouts a little bit more. Yeah, there's a blacksmith coming up. I'm kind of curious whether G-Man is going to have... Yeah, he should have an easy time getting up. He was a little bit late getting on the gold. He's lacking a little bit of wood. We've seen smoother FCs, but it's doable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's getting a second blacksmith. He's not adding an archery range.
Oh,
that
what?
Means he won't be.
He's pulling off an anger.
Oh no! But that means he's unable to click up to castle age as well. He doesn't have a second building.
Oh, G-Man.
He's going to send more fields to finish it.
Yeah. Okay, he should cancel it.
He almost has the wood to go get an archer range, but obviously he's going to delay his castle time, and his TC is idle as well because he's waiting to click up, and this is going to be a bummer. He deletes it instantly and goes for the range.
Yeah. That is so much.
Ouch! Ouch! He could have. He's laughing about it. I'm glad he can laugh about it. I mean, he could have even left the blacksmith as a wall, but you know, it's so embarrassing when the opponents find out, even though he's telling it right now.
Yeah, that's nice. But he's still up to castle age first, and Spear did lose 2 scouts. Yeah, he did lose 2 scouts for free as well.
Yeah, he is up to castle age after all, and Spear can maybe try and deal some damage on the gold here to delay any expos coming out from G-Man. But he doesn't really deal the damage necessary. But there has been a lot of idle time from G-Man, however, as he is sitting on 29 vils. So part of this is explained by obviously getting up to castle age, but there has been a lot of idle time on his TC that was very unnecessary as well.
Yeah, and if you look at the village account, Spear is way ahead.
Yeah, and that shouldn't have been allowed, especially considering the fact that Spear actually has 7 fishing ships out as well at this point.
Yeah, and
So Spear actually almost has the resources to go up as well. Has a whole lot of wood left over. He could make like 2 blacksmiths with that, if not 3.
he could troll G-Mans a little
Easily.
bit, yeah. Get to blacksmiths.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it works, obviously. Late game dream.
Yeah.
And he's actually up to castle age as well right now. That's going to leave a little time frame for G-Man to actually use his castle age advantage. I mean, it's doable with Expose, but yeah, it's a small time frame. It could have been quite a bit better. Obviously, if he directly got his FC build a bit stronger, like if he put it off neatly and not getting the second blacksmith, these things added up a little bit and simply delayed his FC quite a bit.
But yeah, crossbows versus scouts. Scouts can just keep running around, but with crossbows he should be able to do nice damage. They are stronger, right? Crossbows, Botkin.
Yeah, especially with Botkin Arrow.
Yeah.
Like archers with fletching are already kind of okay against scouts, but with Botkin Arrow and Expose, it's super easy to win it. But I think G-Man kind of wants to go aggressive here. It's a little bit sloppy how he loses another fill. Because the scouts are so damaged, and G-Man just wants to delay Spear from now on, in my opinion. And I'm kind of curious whether he scouted his main gold. Yes, he did. He doesn't really know he's on it yet, but I feel like he should be pushing Spear off the gold. Because obviously as Huns, you can kind of expect the Cav Archers to come out eventually.
Well, G-Man's got a nice amount of archers now, bringing a spear as well. Should deal with the scout. There you go, 1 hit and he's down. And spear going for fletching.
Yeah, he's queuing Cav Archers as well. He has bloodlines already, so that's actually kind of nice.
Does he have the economy?
And the siege workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Huns it isn't very hard to actually keep 3 ranges up for Cav Archers. His gold is lacking a little bit. He also has a siege workshop now. It's going to be kind of hard to get a mangonel out and to get Cav Archers out at this point. He could consider getting a few skirms out.
I think he should have town-centered his gold. He still's got a lot of wood left, and now his gold will be denied. So he will have to wait for more cavalry archers, but indeed he doesn't really have the gold for it. And aha, there you go. Now a town center coming up for his gold, but this might be very tricky.
But he led the Expo straight to his second TC, and that is really sloppy. I mean, it's probably... Oh, I'm not even sure if this one's going up.
I don't know.
I think it will.
He should go back. He should go back. Wait for the mangonel, then, because then the crossbows can't. Oh man, Spear is losing all his. Oh man, he's
not going up at 98% and so many vills, but
98.
Ooh.
Yeah, but he
that
also,
is really bad.
Look at the villager difference is now in favor of G-Mans, and a lot of villagers went down there that didn't have to go back. He should have waited for the mango.
And it's just such an awkward position for Spear in general, because he was kind of down in military. He needed to not lose too much eco at this point, because that was the only advantage he had at this point, and now he's getting a third TC up on his main goal right now.
It might be the same.
I feel it was a bit of a noob mistake to lead the Expos from G-Man to his second TC, because otherwise it probably would have gone up without problem. He probably would have rotated to the main gold or anything, but he just sent them straight to the TC, a bit overconfident that it would be up already, and that was a very costly mistake.
Yeah, well, he's getting the third town center up, and G-Man's only getting a second as far as I can see. And
ooh,
nice snipe,
being sniped. Really nice job, Eagle.
Yeah.
Probably Spear should have repaired that one after his last engage, but yeah, indeed. Now a third TC being added by G-Man and a university, so he'll probably get ballistic soon. Really nice military number for G-Man here, but he needs to make sure that he isn't going too far behind in villager production a little too much. Although this time he's actually going to get a third TC as well, so that looks promising. Needs to be careful though. He's standing in TC range way too long.
Yeah, I think that Spear should be careful with the mangonel now as well. You saw how easy it was for G-Mans to snipe it, and yeah.
Yeah, he really needs the Cav Archers to support the Mangonel, because it's kind of, if you get a Mangonel out, you kind of want to force the opponent to split, and instead of letting his archers fire, he's going to let his archers move around, and that way your Cav Archers are going to fight way more effective. You can pray for a great Mangonel shot, and sometimes it will happen, but most of the time your Mangonel will be able to get out microed, and it's more important that you force him to walk than to actually get a great shot of.
Question if Gmans went for third ring. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. I believe it did not. And yes, Nemino is pointing out that I didn't mention the fish for the eco right now. Although the fish isn't working super efficient, obviously it's still
Not
a little bit of
anymore.
extra food coming in. It's just really easy to forget at this point. To be honest, never know, because it isn't really focused on the water, and it seems like Spear is going to try and get some rating in, and I think he might be able to succeed here.
Yeah, nice decision by Spear to go around with the cavalry archers instead of going for, or trying to fight up the crossbowmen. For now, he didn't get any villager kills though. No villager. Well, one down, but he's got to be careful because now the crossbows come from behind. And the cavalry archers, already, and he's still standing there, losing all his cavalry archers now. Sloppy mistake here. Bye-bye.
I really liked what Spear was doing, like moving forward with the Cav Archers and kind of using that speed combat to the X-bows to actually raid a little bit, and this way he should be able to maybe pick some fields off or force some idle time here and there, but by overstaying for a little bit too long, he just gave away quite a bit of Cav Archers, and that's not really what he can afford in this position, because there's a whole heap of X-bows out for G-Man. But at the same time, I feel like G-Man is playing a little bit too passive. I feel like he's waiting for his own Mangonel, but he just waits a bit too long, in my opinion.
Yes, he's indeed getting his Mangonel out, and a 4th range now, and a 5th range even coming out for Spear, but that is a little bit optimistic for, in my opinion as well. He's got the Mangonel now.
Especially with the workshop.
Yeah, trading 1 for 1, so that wasn't really that great either.
The hill here is simply really nice for G-Man, in my opinion, because that hill allows him to make good Mangonel trades. It was a little bit sloppy because he had it downhill at the moment he tried to trade, so then obviously both Mangonels are going down. If he was up the hill, he got a shot off and he tried to dodge a little bit, he would have had great odds to actually survive the Mangonel trade. And then he could maybe continue pushing, because this hill here is what G-Man should love in this game. But I'm not seeing enough love for this hill yet. Ballistic's now coming through flame as well.
Love the hill, man.
Love the hill. It's your best friend.
Yes.
Ooh,
alright.
It allows the Mangonel to survive, but then the Knight comes in for the snipe, and then it's just kind of a shame. With a bit better micro on the hill, I feel like G-Man could have put a whole lot more pressure on Spear, but now he's falling back because he's afraid of the Mangonels.
Well, Spear's got 3 Mangos and a lot of cavalry archers. I think it's ready for, or about time for him to go forwards.
Something I would find really interesting right now.
33 minutes horse color.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's just painful. Let's be honest. But he has fish eco. He didn't need to farm so far. Yeah, okay. I wish it was true. Anyway, what I would like to see is G-Man putting a castle on that hill, because that castle will put more risk for Mangonels, and hallelujah, he's actually dropping it right now. And it's nice for the gold control. So what a timing, by the way. But he needs to have his X-bows there if he wants to get it up.
But yeah, he will get it up, and another Mangonel might Spear snipe the Mango. I think he should prioritize that. And yeah, G-Man's got to back off a little with the fills. But that's a lot of crossbows, and I don't like how Spear has 4 Mangonels but is not using them. Imagine just a few Mangonel shots, and now finally he's going forwards, but his cavalry archers are not there to back him up, although yeah, that's a nice shot.
This is interesting. Yes. 4 Mangonels. This would freak me out if I had these explosives.
That's so good shot there for Spear.
That was a good shot, but let's be honest, there's still a whole lot of military here.
Yeah, but look how...
Time, Spear is doing good he has the potential to do good raiding here if he pays attention.
Yes, that's what I like. A good move there to go around.
The responding. I just really want Spear to not make the same mistake here. Just get out with the Kev archers in time.
Yeah.
You did damage, and that's
Yeah.
fine. You don't need to take another fight.
Now even
He's
denying
up
this
to
town
imp,
center.
actually.
And up to imp as well.
Nice.
Earlier, Aquino pointed out how Gmans is pulling back all his crossbows, and well, certainly first time he didn't need to do it, but this time I also feel like it's a bit overcompensating to pull all of them back. But
Yeah.
I lost how Gmans just shot all Spear's mangonels. I don't see anything now anymore. He lost all his mangoes, I think, to one.
He sniped it with a few eagle warriors.
Oh, with the eagles, yeah, of course.
I believe, because he sent all the X-bows back, but he made a few eagles, and these were actually able to pick it up.
And I want to point out how, Spear, or indeed Gmans is getting that castle up now, but Spear being first Imperial Age, no, never mind, he doesn't have...
That is interesting with the siege rams.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say
the
as well.
siege rams are a big thing here.
Yeah, if he can manage to get out a few rams like that, then that castle might be gone, before Gmans can even make use of it.
Yeah, and G-Man actually doesn't really have the food eco quite yet to actually get up to imp anytime soon, so I feel like Spear has a lot of potential in this time, but just kind of needs to work around the castle. And to be honest, I really think the other spot for the castle is so much far superior, because it covers the gold as well, it has the hill control. This is kind of, it's okay, but it still feels meh in my opinion. Obviously it was contested by the mangonels, but I feel like it still had a lot of potential. Still quite a veil lead for Spear as well, even though most of his fishing ships are idle right now.
Yeah, and even the villagers trying to take gold, but they die instantly.
Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Does he have a lot of gold left? There's 2 pals.
Yeah.
1 pal on the other TC.
I don't know.
Is there any other gold for him on the map?
There's 1 gold.
I see more on the south.
Yeah, that's
but it's really
though.
awkward in the wood line and the cliff. Sorry for my... No, we have great timing talking at the same time. Please go ahead.
Yeah, indeed, it's bugged, so you can't take it really. And I also wanted to point out that Bracer is coming out chemistry as well, but Gmans or Spear is taking the engagement a little bit early in my opinion. Also taking Parathon tactics, maybe that is for anticipating eagles, although Gmans wasn't really serious about getting eagles.
I mean, it's just a good upgrade to have on CA in general. It's very cheap as well, so...
Okay.
Ooh, he lamed it there 40 minutes in. That's just rude.
Yes.
You can't do that.
Imagine, by the way, how...
But I agree with you. Spear took that fight a little bit too early, and he kind of needs heavy Cav Archer and just go for the eco instead of waiting for this awkward fight. Or he needs to get more rams out and just go all in at this point, because... he's kind of half-assing it right now. He's not really putting any pressure on G-Man, and that's something really important, that G-Man is moving up to Imperial Age as well.
Yeah, and also Spear is not really making, or he could have made more better use of his cavalry archers. Just grabbing a few and try to raid around the map. It's really hard, of course. At this stage, you have to manage a lot of things, but ideally he would use a few of them. And oh, look at that! Exactly doing that.
Looking good.
Yeah, I don't like how. Oh, look at the farm micro from Gmans. He was really shit-talking Spear earlier that he wanted to get the games to late imp so he could show off Spear's farm micro, but he's taking his own... I don't know how to say that in English.
Yeah,
oh, well.
It feels like he forgot to put a mill down there, but he isn't really microing these wheels. There is finally some pressure coming out from Spear, but all his rams going down feels a little bit sloppy. He needs to be careful with his mangonels. Already 1 went down due to the castle fire. And what? G-Man actually resigns.
That is a little bit earlier, I think.
That came kind of out of the blue for me, because, okay, Spear did a good job raiding, and there's a 19 veil lead, which is nice. But in a 1v1, at least, Mayans are far superior in late Imperial than Huns, in my opinion, at least in this scenario. Especially with Spear running out of gold. Wow, I don't get it. The GGB and Cull. I mean, there was gold for G-Man all over the place. He had 2 more golds in the back. He had a gold in the middle, potentially, if he went for a push. And this resign is just really poor, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe he is looking at the score as well, and he was behind in Imperial time, but then again, Gmans
And
was...
he kind of resigned because he lost a few fields on farms, and that's about it. I mean, he didn't lose a castle. He didn't really lose an awful lot of vills. It was a bit awkward that he didn't have the TC up in the back, but he still had quite a bit of gold available. He had the army to defend, to fend off, and to get his own golds going. And he had the long run of this game with ease, in my opinion, and he just gave it away.
Yeah. Well, you don't know
At
the
least
reason.
we'll be seeing game 3.
Yeah,